All right, what's your favorite thing about Adelphi?
The teachers.
I guess it would be how it's very small, so you know like a lot of the students and you know like most of the professors as well. Like you actually get to know your professors.
My favorite thing about Adelphi is it's a really small campus. So I mean, I was in the dorms freshman year, so I get to see all those people all around campus, even though I'm a commuter. It's small, so I just always bump into everybody.
Okay.
One thing I like about Adelphi, since I'm a science major, of all the updated labs, state-of-the-art labs, compared to Nassau, which I transferred from to go here.
I'm going to be cheesy and I'm going to say the commuter lounge because I'm a commuter, and ever since freshman year, this is mainly where I met all my friends, and we have a pretty good crew going on over here, so honestly, it's my second home. So.
All the friends that I've made here and how it's such a great community here.
What's your least favorite thing?
My least favorite thing about Adelphi? Starbucks has a long line, sometimes, but I don't think that that's the worst thing. Some of the professors are, and this is a very limited number of them, but a very specific one in mind, but I've heard from several others too, are incredibly stuck in their ways and in general not nice people. Use rate my professor.
My least favorite thing. People who don't hold the door. Because we have so many people here, and honestly, not even not holding the door, it's not saying thank you. I mean, we're all in college, we gotta grow up a little bit. But for the most part, everyone's nice here, but the few people who just don't do that.
I guess maybe the like student life isn't very big here, so I guess that would be.
I guess the commuters and the kids who stay here. You know, it's hard to make friends with certain people.
My least favorite thing is the food.
Yeah.
Food could be a lot better.
The parking on campus.
does it feel to be a music major at Adelphi?
Being a music major, it's really interesting because I'm in a community of people who love doing what they do, but everybody is so passionate about so many different things that you never run out of things to discover about your friends. And we always sit around and talk about music, and I'll play and they'll sing, or they'll sing something else completely different while I play something completely different. We mash things up, we keep things interesting. But being a pianist is difficult because I have to go to where the pianos are. I have to come here. Sometimes I'm here at 2 a.m. working on my latest Tchaikovsky or Beethoven or whatever else I happen to be working on. But I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world.
All right. So you used to dorm at Adelphi, but now you commute.
Mm-hmm.
Was there a reason for the change?
I wanted to build my independence. I wanted to know what it was like to actually have to not roll out of bed and into jeans and off to class. I wanted to develop the skills, the self-discipline that I needed to wake up, to get all of my things together, get to class on time, and find my way back home without giving myself a headache every day.
Would you say you prefer commuting now than to dorming?
I think I do. Where I live, it's very close to Adelphi, so if I need to walk or ride my bike, I can do that, or I can just hitch a ride with anybody else. I like it because I really have a lot of freedom. I can take anything I want into my room, I can stay up as late as I want and blast my music, and hopefully my roommates don't get pissed off at that, but whatever. Yeah, I can do whatever I want. I can, and I cook for myself. I don't have to deal with Lachman food. Don't tell Lachman I said that.
Are there any negatives to making the commute? Have you found yet?
If I forget something at the house, then it's pretty much going to stay there until my next class. Not going back and getting it.
Okay.
Yeah.
What made you choose Adelphi?
Before I was a freshman, I was interested in music therapy. And I wanted to take things one step at a time by studying psychology and studying music, and then going for my music therapy degree. And Adelphi has a fantastic psych program and a fantastic music program. So I figured academically, this was my best bet. On top of that, it's very close to the greatest city in the world. Close to my sister, close to my family, close to everybody. But not too close. I have my freedom. So, I don't know. I like it here.
You want a tampon?
Dorming life at New Hall A.
You already rolling?
Oh yeah, I got all that there.
To my left is the RA. Every floor has RAs on both sides. They pretty much monitor and make sure everything's going on well. As we follow down, pretty much doors, this is where everyone lives. On each door you can either see like the name tags of who's in them, or some people even decorate their doors. Like over here. People decorate their doors. To our left is the RHD and the RA's office. Usually during the night you can access an RA at any time. They're usually in the office. If they're not in here, there's a phone number you can call to get to them. The RHD's office, he has office hours. He's usually in there. We do have mailboxes, so we do get mail, which is very convenient. And here is the laundry room. It's conveniently 3 washers and 3 dryers, so multiple people can be doing their laundry at the same time. We have a kitchen. There's tons of vending machines if you're ever thirsty, need to get hydrated, or want a carbonated beverage. There's another one. Snacks, garbage cans, where if your garbage in your room is ever full, you can bring it out and dispose it. Over this way, regular appliances, so if you do have utensils and cooking appliances, you could make your own food. Most people don't. We enjoy Lagman. This is one of the lounges, one of the common areas. Instead of cooking your own food, when you do get your delicious Lachman lunch or dinner, you can come here and eat it. Main lobby area, we'll go there next. Outside of the main lounge is the main lobby area, where it pretty much splits off into each section, and the main entrance where, unless you have a swipe, you can't get into the building. Down that way are bathrooms, and the elevator, if you are handicapped, there is access to get you in between floors.
Why did you decide to dorm at Adelphi?
It was really just a convenience thing. I do live 20 minutes away in Queens in Jamaica, but to commute here and spend, I mean, it's a 20-minute drive, but to actually get here, I would have to spend about 20 minutes on a bus, then another 45 minutes waiting and catching a train, then another 10-minute walk to actually get on campus. That's about an hour and 20 minutes before I'm actually here, if I were to commute. So dorming just made it a whole lot easier. I could just wake up in the morning and get out of bed, head straight to my first class, and continue the rest of the day there, from there.
Could you ever see yourself commuting to Adelphi?
No. I'm pretty much stuck dorming. If I were to commute, it would make my days a whole lot longer. It would take 2-hour chunks out of my days. And I kind of need to be on campus to do a lot of other things outside of my classes. I do have a social life, I do have friends on campus. It's much easier to dorm and still be able to take part in all those other things on campus that I pretty much do.
Okay. What made you choose Adelphi to go to college, start school there?
Honestly, the campus. Just walking around the campus, it was small, everything was close together. I could be on the opposite end of campus and get to any building I need within 3 to 4 minutes, as opposed to some bigger schools where it could take 15 to 20 minutes. It was really just a speed thing, just the same reason that I decided to dorm as opposed to commute. I could get everywhere pretty quickly, and it's a beautiful campus too, with good professors who are reputable and all have published within their field. Also the experience of small classrooms. It's not large lecture halls where you're really just another number and the professor doesn't actually get to know you. At Adelphi, they really get to touch you on a one-to-one basis. Well, not literally touch, but.
What would you say would be like one of the worst qualities to Adelphi?
The fact that it is a commuter school. The fact that I'm dorming and everyone else, for the most part, are commuters, it's really dead once classes are over. At night, there's no one on campus. Weekends, it's a ghost town. There's nothing here.
Okay, so it's like, it sort of feels empty.
Yeah. It feels like, it's like being in an amusement park after closing.
If you were able to make the commute, like the issues that you have now where you cannot commute, but if, let's say, those didn't exist, would you still prefer to dorm or commute?
I would still prefer to dorm because no matter how close I am as far as commuting goes, nothing is quicker than hopping out of bed and walking 2 to 3 minutes to my class in the morning. If I have a class at 9:25, I could wake up at 9:20 and still get to it on time. It's really convenient to dorm as opposed to commute.